Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be looking at the Autoglym Polar Range. So I'll be completely honest, it's been a long time since I've used anything Autoglym, but this popped up on a deal on Amazon and I thought why not give it a blast, see how we get on with it. So the kit that I bought in particular comes with 3 500 ml bottles of chemicals. You've got your Polar Blast, which is your snow foam pre-wash, your Polar Wash, which is a spray-on snow foam type car shampoo, and then you've got your Polar Seal, which is going to be your LSP or last stage protection, which is also applied through a snow foam lens. With these products you do also get a Autoglym Polar snow foam lens. I didn't buy that because I've got multiple snow foam lenses, so what I've got is I've got the Polar Blast in one snow foam lens, the Polar Wash in another one, and then the Polar Seal in another one. And as I go through the wash, I'll talk about the dilution ratios and how I'm going to use the products. Before I dive into the paintwork though, I'm going to need to tackle the wheels. So I'll get these rattled out. I'm going to use some of the products on them and then we'll get into the paintwork. For the wheels, I'm just using the Dual Auto Care wheel cleaner, and then I've sprayed the Autoglym Polar Wash shampoo over the top just to provide a bit of extra lubrication. I'm only doing the tyres and the faces of the wheels in between the spokes. These wheels are an absolute nightmare to clean. Thankfully though, I done the barrels the last time and they're still looking relatively clean. With the wheels now done, it's time to move on to the snow foam stage. Now you might notice that I never put any kind of protectant spray on the wheels. It's because I want to see how the Polar Seal does on them. For the snow foam stage we've got the Polar Blast. This is 100ml of product mixed up with 400ml of water, so 500ml of total solution. As per the recommendations on the bottle, should be more than enough to get round the mini. With the snow foam now applied, we can just take a quick walk round and look at the consistency. Now obviously I'm not using the Polar Blast lance, however I would say that that's came out, based on the lance that I'm using, as a really nice consistency snow foam. It's not clumped up, it's not too dry, it's looking nice and wet, and it looks like it might actually cling really well to the panels. In terms of the instructions for the Polar Blast, it tells you to leave it on for up to 10 minutes. We're now at 4 minutes dwell time, it's still looking really strong on the car, so I'll give it another 4 or 5 minutes before we start getting it rinsed off. That's me now at 9 minutes worth of dwell time, so I'm going to start getting this rinsed off. I'm going to rinse from the bottom up, rinse your car however you like, it's just my preferred way of doing it. While I remove the snow foam, let's run through some facts on the product. In terms of dilution, it should be used at a 1 to 5 dilution, but if the car has got very light soiling, you can go down to a 1 to 10 dilution. The snow foam itself is pH neutral, and the price on Amazon at the moment is £15.02 for 2.5 litres. I'll leave a link in the description below. I got the bundle for £25.90. I'll also leave a link below if you want to try all 3 products. With the snow foam stage now done, I've got to say the car's actually looking really quite clean. It wasn't terrible in the first place, but this is like a maintenance wash type product anyway, so we're now going to move on to the Polar Wash, which I've got in the lance. I'm going to go a panel at a time. The sun is starting to come out, it is starting to get a bit hotter, so we'll do one panel at a time as I'm going round the car with this. For this, all I've got is a rinse bucket, just so I can make sure that my pad's clean after every pass. No need to let this dwell before you get into it, because it is, after all, a car shampoo. It certainly feels slick enough anyway. Doesn't feel grabby on the panel, pad moves nice and freely. Let's just whiz round the rest of the car with this. Now you might be thinking we've went a little bit in reverse here, and that's because by the time I'd finished doing the car panel by panel, I still had a fair amount left in the lance. So I just went round the car again to see if I could get it completely covered in the shampoo, and I'll just rinse it off as per normal. What I would say is that I used 150ml of the shampoo to 150ml of water, so a 50-50 dilution, and it got me all round the car panel by panel, and I still had enough to go around the car afterwards. Obviously bear in mind I was using the MJJ sealants and not the Autoglym lance. Again, while I rinse the car down, I'll run through some facts on the Polar Wash. This is a shampoo that's designed to be applied through a lance. General dilution is a 50-50 mix ratio, so you're going to be using the same amount of water as you are product in the lance. This is not a pH neutral product, although Autoglym claim it won't damage or remove waxes or protect coatings. And the current price on Amazon is £15.34 for 2.5 litres. I'll leave a link in the description for where you can get it. Last part of the process for today then, in terms of the washing process, is going to be applying the Polar Seal. This is 200ml of water and 40ml of product, which is roughly about 4 capfuls according to the label. Let's get this on. So this is a lance applied product. Spray it on, all over the car, rinse it off. Maybe without your lance being at the tightest setting would help. Now you should note that Autoglym do say not to get it on your windscreen. I think this is them just covering themselves, but I'm just going to go over the windscreen with some glass cleaner once I'm done. Lastly, it's time for some facts on Polar Seal. This is the final product in the 3-stage process of the Polar series. Again, it's designed to be lance applied. Dilution ratio, as I mentioned, is 200ml of water to 40ml of product. Ensure that you dry the car after rinsing to avoid water spots. And one of the key things with this one, on the Autoglym website, it says that you don't need to add any more than 40ml of product, because you're not going to get any extra out of it. And you don't need to do this process any more than once a month, because it's not really going to benefit anything. Current price on Amazon for this product is £17.07, and that's for 1 litre. Again, I'll leave a link in the description for where you can get it. Lastly, just a little plug for the channel. If you are enjoying the content, please do hit that like button and that subscribe button. It's done a really good job on that wheel. Just get my wheel drying tool now. Give it a good little wipe over before we get into some finishing shots. And of course we still need to do the glass cleaner on the front windscreen. Before I move into some closing out shots, now that the wash is all finished, I just wanted to give some final thoughts, or some first thoughts on the Polar collection from Autoglym. I've got to say I actually really got on well with the products. I thought the snow foam did well, it done exactly what it said it would, it hung about for a good 10 minutes. I mean, on this car, which wasn't overly dirty, it took care of most of the surface dirt. Then the polar wash, again, not a method that I normally use. I normally use a 2 bucket method, but had absolutely no problem doing it the way that I'd done it in today's wash. And then of course the polar seal. That's a product that's going to go a long way, 500 millilitres, and each time you're only using 40 millilitres is going to get you about 12 or 13 washes, which is probably going to last you about a year, because it does say on the product you should only use it once per month. So they're kind of claiming probably from that about a month's worth of protection, which is a fair claim for a spray and rinse product essentially. Overall, I really got on with this collection. If you're interested in getting it, I'll leave a link to where I got it on Amazon. Other than that, thanks for watching. As always, I'll see you on the next one.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long.